Good evening and welcome to the broadcast here on KM Activities, your home for the KoMets as we welcome you inside Home Federal Arena for the Kasson KoMets taking on the Simley Spartans. It's not wrestling, it's basketball. These two teams meet up almost yearly on the floor for wrestling on the mats, but tonight it's basketball, and the Kasson KoMets are actually the lower seed in this matchup, as this is the 4 versus 5, but Simley had a water break, a pipe burst at their gymnasium, so they could not host. Simley comes in with 8-5 record. They went 7-5 in the Metro East Conference. Their head coach is Isaiah Walfred, and he's in his second year. And the Spartans are actually the high seed, but again, for that reason of the pipe burst, they had to come down here for tonight's section contest, I should say. Simley's last match of the regular season was Saturday, defeating Hill Murray 55-43, and was the 5th straight victory after 4 straight losses. Coach Walfred said the team had multiple injuries and went 0-4 during the middle of the schedule. Once everyone came back, Simley ripped off 5 in a row. The Spartans also had to face a lot of stiff competition in the Metro East Conference, facing a few 4A teams, number 2 South St. Paul, and 3A, number 11 Matamita. Brayton Beisman has been the most consistent player in the Simley lineup. The senior 1,000-point scorer is averaging 19 points per game and at least 5 times scoring over 20 in a game. More than likely, Jace Bigelow will have to try and stop Beisman, much like Lake City's Justin Wallers. We know how well that went last week. The KoMets are going to have to lock down a little bit better than they did against Lake City. Coach Posha sent an email regarding the opponent tonight as well. I did hear from Coach Walfred. 2, Simley is a strong defensive team that plays 3-2 zone, a trapping 1-3-1, and will go into a 1-2-1 three-quarter court press. That'd be a 1-2-2-1. 1-2-1-1. The Spartans look to keep control of tempo with their defense. Point guard R.J. Jucklow is a slice-and-dice guard, and Devin Robinson is a streaky shooter. We will see if the KoMets can push the pace and ramp up the scoring. Will the Spartans' defense confuse KM and force turnovers? That's my question of the night for the Simley Spartans. Now, the KoMet guards better be strong and not allow those easy points off turnovers, because that you definitely don't want to happen tonight. Got to limit their turnovers and see what happens against the Simley Spartans. We need to take a timeout, thank our great sponsors. We'll come right back and talk about the Kasson KoMets here on the warm-up show on KM Activities.
This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by McKern Financial Group. Tax season is upon us, and McKern Financial can assist you with professional and personalized services and guidance. Visit McKernFinancial.com to set up an appointment today. HockeyFinder.com, where social hockey is made easy. HockeyFinder.com offers leagues, a free platform for pickup games, and is inclusive for all levels. Log on to HockeyFinder.com for more details. Home Federal Savings Bank, who are committed to providing great service and competitive products to individuals and businesses. Find all of Home Federal Savings Bank's options at justcallhome.com. And by KM Telecom, Bigelow Homes, and the Kasson Mantorville School District.
Let's talk about the Kasson KoMets as they host this 3A section quarterfinal. Winner of this plays either Austin or Albert Lee. Austin, the number 1 seed in Section 1. Kasson 7-11. They're 5-10 in the Hiawatha Valley. And head coach Nick Pocius. Some nights a guy is so hot from the field, there isn't much you can do about it. Well, that was the Kasson Mantorville game versus Lake City Friday. Justin Wohlers took over the first 18 minutes with 18 points, including a buzzer beating 3. The KoMets did their best to get back into the game. It was just too little too late. Jace Bigelow scored a team-high 11, while Cam Holacek 7. KM will need a lot more firepower to knock out the Simley Spartans tonight. And I spoke last night when the girls beat Faribault about how Abby Schubert has a mentality of being the best player on the court. Jace Bigelow needs that same workman-like attitude tonight. Leaders step up in big moments, and there's nothing bigger than the start of the playoffs. The KoMet role players can't shut down either. Senior Kyler Kuyat has to gain confidence to shoot from deep. Jordan Claypool needs to stay away from Simley traps to avoid turnovers. And Holacek should drive to the paint more often than settling from deep. Lastly, Mason Flom will need to value his touches down low, kick if a double team comes, and grab any rebound near him. I'm still surprised that Flom is actually second in the team in assists. You don't think about that from a center position. The last 2 years, the KoMets were one and done in the playoffs. They will need a strong performance by everyone in order to advance. Coach Posch said one key tonight is less than 10 turnovers because Simley scores a lot off turnovers. KM boys are going to deal with the press and have to spread the floor and avoid traps. I really don't have a question of the night. I guess my question of the night for Kasson Mantorville is settling for threes. They should not settle for threes. They need to work the ball around, and if a three becomes available, well, you take it then only if you're open. But don't force shots from deep. You can work the ball around. I saw that too much in college over the weekend, where 20 seconds, and you only have a shot clock in high school, but in college you got 35 seconds, and sometimes in 20 seconds into the possession, they're jacking up a 30-footer. Like, well, you can get that with 3 seconds left in the shot clock as well. So patience on offense, find that good shot, work the ball around. Coach Posch just gave me a couple other keys. We're going to get to that. I could not find a meeting between these two teams when I went back and through the history books on Minnesota scores. I couldn't find anything. Here come the Kasson Mantorville KoMet boys. They're going to wear their road whites because they're technically the road team tonight. Because again, Simley could not host in their 3A matchup in the quarterfinals. And Brock Trinan giving some announcements prior to the starting lineup. We're going to have the national anthem as well. So the boys, the KoMets are going to look a little different. We don't normally see them in the road whites. Yeah, we've got some officials that we have not seen. Todd and I were talking about that prior to the game. Neither one of us have really seen these officials. They might be actually coming down from the Twin Cities because they would be Simley officials stepping down. So that would make sense too. Here we go with the national anthem. National anthem over with. We're going to get to the starters. For the Simley Spartans, they're going to wear their black jerseys and white, red lettering. And that would be their home darks because, again, they would be the home team with their higher seed. Number 1, junior guard, R.J. Jucklow. This would be the first starter. And then number 3, Devin Robinson, junior guard. Brock got the heights. I did not. There's Brayton Beisman, senior guard, number 11. Number 12, Kevin Wormer, junior forward. Simley's got some height, no doubt about that. And then Luke Vandermeer, he is the center, senior, number 24. And for Isaiah Walfred is their head coach for the Kasson Mantorville KoMets, senior 6-foot guard, number 0, Kyler Kuyat. Junior 5'9" guard, number 1, Jordan Claypool. Senior 6'4" guard / forward, he'll do it all, number 2, Jace Bigelow. Junior 6'3" guard, number 22, Cam Holochek. Junior 6'6" forward, number 23, Mason Flom. Those are the head coaches for the starters for Nick Pocius, the head coach. Spartans for Coach Walfred. I don't think he wanted to give me too many secrets. So his keys tonight were make shots and stay healthy. I know that they did have some injuries early on in the season. And for the Kasson Mantorville KoMets, Coach Pocius, play physical and rebound. Shoot with confidence when open. Play team basketball, quick ball movement with short passes, and limit the turnovers 10 or less. Other games that are happening in this section. Albert Lee at Austin. That's the number 1 seed hosting number 8. Number 3, Winona welcomes Red Wing, who's the 6th seed. And number 2 seed, Byron, is hosting number 7 seed, Faribault. And the tip is won by the Kasson Mantorville KoMets. Claypool to the corner to Bigelow, and Kasson Mantorville will hold the first possession. Over the far side, Kuyat off to Holochek. As I said, road whites for Kasson Mantorville. That'll be a zone, so I like Holochek staying in that high post. I try to work maybe a little bit of a high-low. I'd like to see Flom go low, though. A good ball movement thus far. Bigelow, don't want to get caught in the short corner. Over to Kuyat, right back to Claypool. 3-2 zone for Simley. Bigelow's calling out, trying to say, high post, high post. Touch for Flom in the corner. Right back down to him on the baseline. Gets caught, comes back out. Bigelow, good defense by Simley, but also good patience by Kasson Mantorville. Trap comes, but Flom gets rid of it. Back over to Claypool at quarter court. Kasson Mantorville has worked the ball around, but nothing to the short corner, and really no touches to the high post. Bigelow going to line up a deep three-pointer in the corner. 3! Mendes! Can you feel the atmosphere? It's a little more electric than it was last night. I think the KoMet student section kind of knew that the KM was a big favorite. Tonight, it's a little bit different. They come in as the lower seed. Jucklow back over on the far side to Wormer. Skip pass to Jucklow. Far side, corner. Looking around, but nothing really over there for Beisman. Right back over to Robinson. And Kasson Mantorville sitting in a zone. They're working a 3-2. So they're showing Simley the exact same thing. Bigelow's working way out high. And Jucklow over the near side for Robinson. Still no shot attempt. Played over 2 minutes thus far. A deep three-pointer off the rim for Robinson. Grabbed by Flom for Kasson Mantorville. They lead 3-0. 1 possession. Bigelow corner. Off to Kuyat. Now go back over to Holochek. Right back. There you go. That's smart ball movement by Kasson Mantorville. They're avoiding traps. Kuyat corner. Holochek's open. No good. Backside rebound. Fought for it. Won by Bigelow. It's on the floor. 3-4 guy scramble. Holochek ends up with it. Back to Kuyat. Driving in. Poked away. Foul called, though. And Kasson Mantorville's bench up and cheering as well. Foul's called on Jucklow, the first. Good thing I had my caffeine tonight. Man, this is going to be a good one. Bigelow almost tried a step back 3. That's not really his strong suit. Far side for Holochek. High post, Kuyat. Right back over. Bigelow with the wing 3. Yes, sir! Jace Bigelow, back-to-back threes, a 6-0 lead for Kasson Mantorville. 14:54, clock moves in the first half. Robinson with a touch at the volleyball quarter court line. Back over to Jucklow in the corner. Wiggles his way to the low block. Not really anywhere to go. Got his own rebound, though. Bounce pass down and toilet rolled in for Vandermeer. That was a really nice rebound by Jucklow. Now you'll see the two, well, really it's more like a 2-2-1 press. KoMets break it with Holacek over on the far side. Bigelow trying to give him a screen, but you got to watch out for traps there. KoMets move it from far to near and get it away. Corner for Holacek, but he's smart enough to pass away. Over to Bigelow. Got to look for that high post. Kuyat and Holacek were both there. Holacek corner. Vandermeer closes out quickly. Oh, the pass. It's tipped, and Simley will steal. Nice play by Beisman, who hasn't had a shot attempt yet. 6-2. Kasson still leading, 13-47. First half. Beisman with a little bit of a dribble drive. Here comes Robinson. He steps away, passes off. Beisman down low. Underneath for Robinson, still no shot. And he had to circle back. Hightail it to the corner. And it all comes to the half court line for Jucklow. Robinson. Corner, Wormer. No shot attempt. Kasson trying to make sure nothing happens down low. Vandermeer comes back out after the pass from Wormer. Jucklow driving inside, drops it off. Nice pass. Oh, he missed the dunk! Vandermeer tried to dunk her home, and he ended up popping out on the rim. Kuyat, high post to Flom. Back out, Claypool. No. Rebound. Kasson not even in there, so it's Simley's. 6-2. Jucklow to the corner, skip pass over to Beisman. Beisman off to Robinson. Back over to Jucklow. Jucklow, three. High rebound comes to Jace Bigelow, who's going to push. Probably got away with one, and his shots missed. Claypool's on the other side for two. Also a kind of a flop attempt as well by Simley. 8-2, Kasson up by 6. Oh, they get inside. Vandermeer takes the attack. He still couldn't hit it. And then he ends up with the foul. Vandermeer called for the foul after missing the bunny. Oh, he's had two of them sit there and just roll out. Claypool out, Jake Hallstrom in, who's getting quite the ovation. You can kind of see it at the very bottom where the guys are coming in off the bench to meet Flom and Claypool. Seuss had subbed in as well as Hallstrom. Seuss over to the near side as Kasson breaks press. Kuyat dribbles a couple of times with his right. Coach Pocius is trying to call out the play. Holacek's got to slide back over to the wing. He will. Got to be smart with passes, though. And again, Hallstrom's got to come back up to the high post. When you're two guys flash there this time with Seuss to the short corner, Hallstrom back out. Kuyat, smart. Jucklow put on some pressure. Dribble drive by Bigelow inside to Hallstrom, who's fouled. And Jake Hallstrom to the free throw line. Hallstrom has a good free throw percentage of 73%. He'll go to the foul line. That's the first foul on Wormer, third on Simley. 11:31. Clock is stopped here at Home Federal Arena. Hallstrom, the southpaw, first one flies off and hits the rim twice and out. Matt Kufler coming in, as well as Connor Binley for Simley, as Robinson as well as Wormer take a seat. So a couple guys coming in. Hallstrom, second one, good. Gives Kasson a 9-2 advantage. 11:30 to play first half. In this Section 3 quarterfinal. Oh, Bigelow wanted to gamble. Instead comes to Binley. Corner, Vandermeer back off. Beisman, who doesn't have a shot yet. Jucklow driving all the way in. Wild shot, but he is fouled. And nice dribble drive penetration by R.J. Jucklow to get a couple of free throw attempts and the first foul on Kasson. I mean, that's his strength. Coach Pocius mentioned it. So did Coach Walford. Jucklow at the free throw line shorts the first. Kasson Mantorville leading 9-2. Double 11s on the scoreboard for time in the first. One more coming off the right hand. Got the swan at the end of it, and good for Jucklow. 9-3. Kasson Mantorville still leading. KoMets bring it across with Hallstrom. Near side, Holacek off to Kuyat, far side Bigelow. Boy, and are the Simley Spartans really inside to Hallstrom. Drops it off to Holacek, and he's fouled on the left block. Beisman with the foul. Really nice ball movement by Kasson Mantorville so far. They're showing the patience that's necessary to beat a 3-2 zone. Kuyat coming over to the bench area as Holacek swishes through the first free throw. He's a 65% free throw shooter. Thank you all for coming on with us tonight. Not sure how many people we got on the stream right now. 61 of you. Thank you so much. As Holacek, Hallstrom shot the last two. Holacek with this first two drops home both, 11-3. Kasson Mantorville up. Beisman going in an attack. That might have been partially blocked by Seuss and saved by Holacek. Off to Kuyat. Kasson Mantorville will take over, leading by 11. Oh, Kuyat picking up his dribble there. Not really what you want to do. Bigelow getting to the baseline. His force pass to Holacek. Finds him. Bigelow, corner. Three again. He is feeling it. Jace Bigelow, 9 points, all from deep. And a timeout going to be called by Simley. Jace Bigelow is shooting this year 25% from three. But it's the playoffs. Erase everything that they've done in the first 18 games. And just think about resetting the season, because Kasson Mantorville is doing that right now. 14-3, KoMets up. We'll take a timeout as well.
This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by Bigelow Homes, delivering customers' homes with innovative and affordable design built around the way you live and personalized to your specific needs. If you're wanting the home of your dreams, start by visiting bigelowhomes.net. KM Telecom bundle cable, telephone, and internet together to make your home the complete entertainment package. Find out more at kmtel.com. The Kasson Mantorville School District, the winter season is in full swing, and scheduling changes can come quickly, which is why you should be following KM Activities on Twitter. We thank our other great sponsors as well: Home Federal Savings Bank, McKern Financial Group, and HockeyFinder.com.
Yes, isn't that the truth? Poor Red Wing thinking that, as Brock Trinan giving an update telling fans, keep that mask above your nose. 14-3. Kasson Mantorville trying to put the nose up on the season. Leading Simley currently. Good closeout by Hallstrom. Simley moving around with Beisman. Quiet so far, only one shot attempt, but he's averaging 19 points. Comes to Jucklow on the near side. Back over to Beisman, corner, which was a touch for Kufler. Jucklow dribbling in. Beisman had his water cut off in the corner. Vandermeer down low, gets open. Seuss with good defense and a rebound for him as well. Claypool off to Kuyat, corner to Seuss. That's not who you really want shooting a three, though. Claypool off to Hallstrom. Drop down low for Seuss. Seuss looking for a cutter, nobody open. Off to Kuyat, and back. Simley has switched their defense out of the 3-2, now in man. It could be even a box and one, as Jucklow is just shading Jace Bigelow. Short corner for Hallstrom. Back out Kuyat. I would have liked to seen Hallstrom turn the corner and have a chance. And a boost, Beisman, gets called for a second foul. Blocking foul, not moving his feet. Trying to play a little D, but bumps right into him. Robinson coming back in, so is Wormer. for Simley. They'll play for Vandermeer and Beisman. I'll get that right. I think I shorted him a couple times. Vandermeer. 14-3. Kasson Mantorville up. They also brought back Flom and Holacek. He had a touch and then off to Claypool. So that's exactly what they're doing. Is Simley is sitting in more of a box and one, and Jucklow is just shading Jace Bigelow. He's going to need some screens, but the KoMets have shown the patience. And a timeout called by Coach Pocius. I don't mind that. So the defensive switch for Simley. Simley goes all the way off the court. They're heading, I'm not sure. Well, that's just where they're going to huddle, I guess, is over near the corridor. 14-3, 8:28 to go first half. Kasson Mantorville leading 14-3. Up on Simley, as I said, the winner of this will play Austin or Albert Lee coming up. I believe that's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday night. I have it written down. Saturday night, 7 p.m. Austin, more likely the favorite. They're the number 9 team in Class 3A. The final top 10 came out. Minnehaha Academy, South St. Paul, Totino Grace, Richfield, Columbia Heights. Your top 5, Hibbing, Marshall, De La Salle, Austin, and St. Croix Lutheran round out the top 10. South St. Paul was the winner of the Metro East, going 15-1. Stewartville and Byron ended up both having one loss in the conference. I believe with Stewartville getting the first win, they are the champs, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And so, once again, Simley changes their defense. What a nice pass by Holacek. Down to Bigelow. Scores and a foul. Coach Walfred, he's going to sit down Binley. Binley with his first foul. He brings back in Beisman. Bigelow at the free throw line for his old fashioned. Well, he's had 3. Oh, he missed the free throw. He's had 3s the entire time, and then he misses a free throw to give him a 3-point play. Jucklow had a pass quickly to Wormer in the corner. Comes back. Over the far side, Beisman. We'll see if he can get hot after sitting for a few minutes. He does have 2 fouls. And Simley had switched their defense out of that timeout, which I was really surprised because I thought Jucklow was playing magnificent defense on Bigelow. 3-2 zone for Kasson Mantorville. Really coming to the corners. Close out on Beisman. Throws it all the way to Jucklow. Corner. Wormer. Thought about a 3-pointer. Shuffled his feet and threw it off before he got called for the travel. And nice little hesitation. Jucklow. 2 right-hand dribbles. Floating shots through. 16-5. Kasson Mantorville up. Full court pressure by Simley. We have a foul away from the ball. I'll be honest, I did not see that. It's the 3rd foul on Beisman. I didn't see that because it's so far away from the ball. So I'm just being honest. That's the 7th foul on Simley. So 1-1 bonus already for Kasson Mantorville. Todd, did you see anything on that? Okay. I think both of us were watching the ball too much. Bigelow at the free throw line, short. Got his own rebound. Comes back out to Flom. I'd go right back to Bigelow. They do. Off to Claypool. Kasson Mantorville down low. Now get it to Flom. Corner. Short corner, Kuyat. There's the trap. That's where you can't get caught. Yeah, that's going to be a travel. Good play by Wormer to close out on him. If you're going to go to that short corner, it's got to be quick passes from that. So it's got to be Kuyat coming back out, top of the key likely to Claypool. Can't set down in the short corner. 16-5 after the turnover. Kasson Mantorville still leading by 11. Simley with Jucklow getting to the baseline. Come back onto the near side with Robinson. No shot. Slyman is also checked in for the first time, probably because Beisman has 3 fouls. Heading to the scores table is going to be Binley for Simley. Robinson over the far side. Wormer going to take a three-pointer. It's through. First three-pointer of the game for Simley, 16-8. Well, Coach Pocius had mentioned that Simley likes the grind, and Flom over to Holacek. Takes a three, going to be no good. Rattled out. Flom tried to back tap it. And Jucklow not slowing down at all, coming right in and attacking Holacek and Flom. One of them's got to come up and stop that dribble drive penetration. Got to be in front of that semicircle and take a charge. That's the only way you're going to slow down Jucklow. He's back at the free throw line for 2 more. That's first foul on Flom. First one's through for Jucklow, 16-9. KoMets can't lose the energy that they have had for the first 12 minutes. Jucklow with 1 more, and it's through. He's 3 of 4, and he has 5 points. Scored 1 bucket plus those 3 free throws. Claypool over to Holacek, far side. Claypool crosses the timeline. Off to Kuyat. There comes the trap. Dangerous pass. Holacek ends up with it. Off to Claypool. Wing to Kuyat. Inside to Holacek. To Flom. Layup. Good, and a foul! Kufler looking around wondering what he ended up doing. Boy, that was a dangerous pass by Kuyat to Holacek, who just managed to get a fingertip on it, snatch it down as he's coming down off of the ground, and dropped it low to Flom, who probably caused some of that contact, but at the same time, Kufler did come down on Flom. Flom at the free throw line. Gonna be good. Well, Grandpa Flom happened to help with that one for home. 19-10. Kasson Mantorville leading on Simley. In this 3A section quarterfinal, Robinson, little head fake from 25 feet out. Jucklow, right, left, crossover. Robinson to the corner. Right back into Binley. Binley ends up grabbing that. Up, good, and a foul as an and one coming for Binley. Nice play. Binley attacking Claypool. Claypool tried not to do anything too horrendous to him and get out of the way more than anything, but that is still a foul. He made contact. Binley at the free throw line is through. 19-13. Kasson Mantorville up by 6. Simley trying to chip away at the lead. And bringing that press has slowed things down for Kasson Mantorville. Kuyat had it roll off his foot. Bigelow on the floor, but it's Binley there to grab for Simley. Up ahead to Robinson, who crosses half court over the far side. Looks to the corner to Wormer, down low. Vandermeer. And stripped by Flom. Up ahead to Bigelow. Bigelow circles around. Here comes the trap. Back off to Kuyat. Holacek. Skip pass to the corner to Bigelow. Gets out of there. Right back over to Bigelow. Inside to Flom. Holacek, free throw line. Good! Right where you want to take it. He's got 4, 21-13. Kasson Mantorville with short, quick passes. That is so precise and so key tonight against that 3-2, especially with the trap. Robinson with a deep three-pointer. It is no good, and the rebound comes to Flom. Robinson 0 for 2 from deep. Holacek's got to watch us. Kicks to Bigelow. Corner. 3 again. No. Rebound. Over with Robinson. Comes to him. He doesn't have numbers, but he's going to attack anyway. Layup is good. Robinson with a little Euro step. 21-15. That was a nice pass by Holacek to Bigelow in the corner. Flom off to Claypool. Kuyat lands. Holacek, corner. Right back to Kuyat. Quarter court line, Claypool getting past Jucklow. Pass over the far side, Robinson tips out of bounds. Inbounding on the sideline is Jace Bigelow. Claypool will come out. It's one thing, you got to love the heart of Jordan Claypool, but you also got to know his stature. Only 5'9". Hard to see over some of those guys, especially Jucklow, who I think he's a little over 6 foot. Not only that, but he's got a great wingspan. He's a really, really good guard. I've only seen him for 15 minutes, but I'm impressed thus far. Flom corner, Kuyat top the key. Didn't catch it clean, had to come down. Holacek with a deep three-pointer. Rebound on the far side for Bigelow. Off to Flom. Cutting inside is Kuyat. High floating shot. Rolled down to the rim twice. And Simley comes with it. Jucklow all the way down low, and Vandermeer scores. A little bit of sandbagging coming out of him as he took off like a rocket. Nothing wrong with that. Not making fun of it. 21-17 worked out. Flom. Holstrom over the far side to Kuyat. KoMets having a couple, Flom in the corner, bounce pass. Nice pass from Bigelow to Holacek, but Jucklow with some smooth hands. Right back to Bigelow. Kuyat. Nearly stripped away again. Bigelow just able to snag. Over to Bigelow on the far side. Trap comes. Hallstrom corner. Again, not catching it clean. Right back to Bigelow. Free throw line. Passes off to Flom. Trap in the corner. Flom gets away. Hallstrom inside the paint. Little 8-footer. Short. Rebound comes back to him. Got it up and good. What a rebound by Hallstrom to pull that one down. 23-17. Kasson still leading by 6. 2-minute warning, first half. Binley holds for a sec. Comes off to Wormer. Jucklow, baseline drive. Oh, Flom almost got Wormer at the top of the key, three-pointer, and he nailed it. Wormer with a little confidence going down the half-court line, too. Hallstrom trying to split a double team. Well, probably a travel. No call. Hallstrom corner. Bigelow open free throw line. Try to drop it down to Flom off of Wormer. Thought it might have been Vandermeer, but it's not. Robinson in for Binley. One substitution, that was for Simley. 23-20. 1 minute, 25 seconds, first half. Remember, the KoMets came out red hot. Holacek open for three. No. Rebound. Out of bounds. Going to be over on the far side. And that one's going to be off Kufler. Holacek can't seem to get his three-point shooting down. Flom out, Seuss in for Kasson Mantorville. So they have one sub. Inbounding is Kuyat. Drops it off to Holacek. Jucklow tips. Comes to Robinson. Simley's got numbers. And Jucklow loses it on the way up, but the foul's called on Bigelow. Jace, that'll be his first. Kasson Mantorville's fourth, which is how many I have in my book, so that's good. Bigelow with 11 points, one foul. Jucklow at the free throw line. I think I've said that a few times tonight. 2 shots coming for the guard. And Simley has settled down a little bit in their defense and really applying a lot of pressure. Second one's through for Jucklow. I got all kinds of wrestling results from Travis Berge. We'll go through those at halftime. Don't have that right now. We only have a minute left. Jucklow after the 2, 23-20. Skip pass to Hallstrom. Drives all the way in. Shot's no good. Rebound there for Bigelow, and he scores. Hallstrom, I think, thought he got fouled coming down. 25-22. Simley lost Hallstrom completely. Jucklow off to Robinson near Coach Pocius for Kasson Mantorville's bench area. Jucklow with a deep three-pointer. No good. Rebound. Down low for Kufler. He goes in, tries to score. He can't. Robinson with another offensive rebound. Kicks it back out. Wormer with another three. Nope. And rebound. Going to come to Seuss. And Robinson almost gets a steal. Kasson Mantorville trying to settle down and get one shot left. Hoofed. Near side for Kuyat. Seuss over to Hallstrom. Back to Bigelow. Man-to-man defense. Vandermeer was pushing Kuyat. Kuyat drives. Seuss, three-pointer in the corner. No good. It's an air ball. That's not his shot. And that's the way we'll end the first half. 25-22. Kasson Mantorville leading after 18 minutes of play. Man, the atmosphere in here. You'd think Home Federal Arena was 3/4 full instead of a quarter full. It's been a great atmosphere in the gymnasium. We will take a timeout, come right back. 25-22, Kasson Mantorville up by 3 over the Simley Spartans here on KM Activities.
This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by Bigelow Homes, delivering customers' homes with innovative and affordable design built around the way you live and personalized to your specific needs. If you're wanting the home of your dreams, start by visiting bigelowhomes.net. KM Telecom bundle cable, telephone, and internet together to make your home the complete entertainment package. Find out more at kmtel.com. The Kasson Mantorville School District, the winter season is in full swing, and scheduling changes can come quickly, which is why you should be following KM Activities on Twitter. We thank our other great sponsors as well, Home Federal Savings Bank, McKern Financial Group, and HockeyFinder.com. This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by McKern Financial Group. Tax season is upon us, and McKern Financial can assist you with professional and personalized services and guidance. Visit McKernFinancial.com to set up an appointment today. HockeyFinder.com, where social hockey is made easy. HockeyFinder.com offers leagues, a free platform for pickup games, and is inclusive for all levels. Log on to HockeyFinder.com for more details. Home Federal Savings Bank, who are committed to providing great service and competitive products to individuals and businesses. Find all of Home Federal Savings Bank's options at justcallhome.com. And by KM Telecom, Bigelow Homes, and the Kasson Mantorville School District.
Kasson Mantorville KoMets leading 25-22 here at Home Federal Arena. And let's go through stats quickly for both teams in this first half, and then we will run through the wrestling results that I just received as well. For Simley, we'll start there. R.J. Jucklow, 7 points. Devin Robinson, 2. Beisman, who's averaging 19, end up with 3 fouls and no points. Worry about that in the second half, though, because if he comes out and starts hitting. 6 for Wormer, 4 for Vandermeer, and 3 points off the bench. Those are all coming from Connor Binley, the freshman. 2 of 6 downtown, 6 of 7 at the free throw line for the Spartans. There were 0 ties in the first half, as Kasson Mantorville led early. Let's see. KoMets, no points for Kuyat, 2 for Claypool. Jace Bigelow with 11. Cam Holacek, 4. 3 points for Mason Flauman, 3 for Jake Hallstrom off the bench. 4 of 7 at the free throw line for the KoMets. They went 3 of 9 from downtown. Okay. I'll take a break from looking at a house and, and get you some wrestling results. All right. So Luke Swanson lost. He'll wrestle back. Let's see. Dominic Mann lost. He'll have a wrestle back. Henry Paulson won after having a wrestle back in the first round. Giovanni Rufo also had a loss in the first round. He's wrestling back and had a win in that. Logan Vaughn, Cole Glazier, Cale Winya, Bennett Berge all won. Mo Tucker won. Reed Parrish won. Jackson Kennedy lost. We'll have to have a wrestle back. That's surprising, but I know that he was hurt. He was hurt a couple of weeks ago, so well, hopefully that Jackson Kennedy can bounce back. And we were talking about it a little while ago about the disappointment for the girls section as Century, who's a 4A team, they're not playing any longer. And then you've got the 3A team in Red Wing. They're out too with COVID. So the girls will have to play Friday night against Austin. It doesn't sound like we're going to be able to cover that game, as I think Prep Spotlight will be down here. You'll have to watch it with them, as we will not be able to broadcast. I was going to ask Brock about how we did sections previously with just the scoreboard up and me covering the play-by-play, but I think that's something maybe we can be discussed, but I also would feel bad because we've had the video all season long and not being able to show the game, and that's what you have been expecting. That's what we're doing tonight in that section game. We did it last night in their section game for the girls, so, and we did it all football season as well. So I just feel like that would be a disservice to you, because I know you want to see the game, and if you have that opportunity to do that, I really don't think it'd be smart to be competing. But we'll see. I haven't talked to Brock about it yet. Tonight then with Kasson Mantorville and Simley, winner of this plays either Albert Lee or Austin Saturday night, because they're playing tonight. Austin hosting Albert Lee. That's the 1 versus 8. Number 3 seed Winona welcoming number 6 seed Red Wing, and Faribault, they're the 7th seed. They're over about 5 miles away. Byron, 5 miles away. And the Bears are hosting Faribault. Tomorrow night on Channel 1, we'll have boys hockey versus Waseca, and we'll get to cover that. Unfortunately, the girls' season closed last night. That's too bad. I did write something on Twitter about I hated to see that the season closed, and for those seniors to have their careers end with a loss at home in the playoffs. Especially, they outshot Owatonna almost 3-1 in that game and ended up losing, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and never know. You get so many shots, but if their goaltender is up to the challenge like they were last night for Owatonna, that's what happens in the hockey rink. But I did say about the girls, there's some great athletes, and there's some even better kids on that squad. If you don't know some of the girls that are on that squad, they are outstanding. As Byron, is that this side or this side? Can you tell? I think that's the Bears leading 27-23, correct? Okay. It's awfully hard to read the home as 27-23 halftime, Bears up on Faribault. And the boys game. Thank you, Todd, for pulling that up. I just had a hard time reading home on that scoreboard. It's so low I couldn't see it. Although, again, it's on a phone. So you can't make it bigger. It doesn't quite work that way. Todd's pounding on his phone like it's a touch screen, but somehow he's going to make it bigger. And the same holds true for our broadcasts. If you're watching on your phone, it's awfully hard to read everything. KoMets are on your left side, and the Spartans are on the right of the scoreboard, just so you're aware. As Kasson Mantorville leading 25-22. If this is, and I stress if because I don't know if Prep Spotlight's coming in to do the semifinals and the finals, but that's what I had heard. If this is my last basketball broadcast on KM Activities, man, it's been one heck of a ride. I have enjoyed every single moment. And in fact, I brought cookies for the boys tonight. Hopefully they're celebratory cookies because they deserve it. They want to get a chance to move on, have a battle with Austin Saturday. But if it's not and we're getting to cover that on Saturday night, great. If the KoMets fall tonight and that's it, and I don't get to cover the girls on Friday, thank you. That's all I can say. If you've been a basketball fan and following for the last 2 seasons with me, just know that you're appreciated because you're tuning in here on KM Activities. And all of you that are on currently. I think there's about 70 of you that are watching right now. And like I've said in the past, there is 121 boys basketball games taking place all throughout these playoffs tonight in the state of Minnesota, but you're watching the most important one because we have it right here on KM Activities. We're on Channel 2. This thing's grown to Channels 3 and 4 since I've been here. Got bigger as I got here. Grew 2 more channels. That's right. Probably have to have channels 5, 6, and 7 here pretty soon. Going to be bigger than ESPN. We'll get the KM Ocho. And we'll be broadcasting Little League Baseball or something. I don't know on the Ocho. Dodgeball. We'll just put a dodgeball tournament together and put that on the Ocho. 25-22. Kasson Mantorville leading. Oh, camera got moved. Sorry about that. There you go. Scoreboard camera. Now it got moved some more. All right, there we go. I'm almost positive that tripod has a mind of its own. Kasson Mantorville up by 3. Winner of this advances. Kasson Mantorville looking for the semifinals for the first time in 3 years. The last 2 were one and done. And this is not a big senior group for Kasson Mantorville either. Just Kuyat, Kramers, and Bigelow. Haven't seen Jack Kramers in this ball game yet. Never know, he might pop up in the second half. 25-22. As Simley will inbound, and they'll move right to left in the second half. Jucklow will receive the inbound from Robinson. Starters back in for the Spartans. Remember, Beisman is the one that got shut out in the first half with those 3 fouls. Whew. He got a little loose with the ball over on the far side, just got it away to Robinson. So Jucklow, Robinson, Beisman, Wormer, and Vandermeer in for Simley. Jucklow, quarter court, picked up his dribble off to Beisman. Wormer open for 3. No good. Long rebound. Going to be grabbed by Simley. Off to Jucklow, and a spin move past Flom, and he scores. What a solid move. That's a really nice spin move. And he even finished with the correct hand, the left, to shield his body from Flom. Flom pass half court to Claypool. Kasson Mantorville with their starters. Claypool, Holacek, Bigelow. Flom, Kuyat. Kuyat who had it. Short corner, right inside for Bigelow. Drops it down low for Claypool. Head fake, scores. Give the assist to Jace Bigelow, 27-24. And the 5'9" guard scored on the low block. That's something to say. Wormer in the corner. Dribbles, but Holacek cuts him off. Beisman, you know he just wants to shoot. He wants a chance. Over the far side to Vandermeer. Jucklow dropped down. Wormer, they close out on him. Blocking foul on Kuyat. As Wormer took off to the left side. It was a moving block for Kuyat. Out to Wormer, near half court. Corner, Jucklow. Ball works back around. Robinson, top of the key, Jucklow. Baseline, passes off to Wormer. Beisman, one dribble. Right-hand floater, no good. Tried to tip it back up. And back out Vandermeer. Nice play by him, keeping the possession alive. Jucklow looked at a 3, off to Beisman. Turns the corner to the right side, off to Wormer. Pass Jucklow. Long 3-pointer. Bigelow with the rebound. And Bigelow will slow down after passing half court. Kuyat on the near side. Bounce pass to Claypool, corner. Bigelow. Jucklow on the back of Claypool. No call. It's off of Jucklow. Stays with Kasson Mantorville. When the ball came to the corner to Jace Bigelow, they came with a double team, did Simley. So the KoMets have to be quick. Claypool will come past half court to snatch the inbounds. Claypool over on the left side. To Bigelow. High post. There's the corner to Flom. Over to Kuyat. Bigelow Oh, his pass goes up and high. I think that was tipped. And it was. It'll stay with Kasson Mantorville. Good call by the official, too, to see that. That's a tough play to make for an official to see that tip. They'll stay with Kasson Mantorville. Inbounding directly in the corner is Claypool. Kuyat top the key. He will take a three. Oh, it rimmed in and out. Halfway down. 15-20 to go in this second half. And Holacek ends up with a steal for Kasson Mantorville. Bigelow does not have numbers. Over to Claypool. Kuyat. Holacek's got to get to that corner quicker. Oh, Holacek tries to throw it out to Claypool, top the key. Jucklow tips, and Simley gets the steal. Robinson with the left-handed dribble passes to the deep corner to Jucklow. Beisman, deep three-pointer, no good. And Holacek there for the rebound, just barely before it went out of bounds. 27-24. The pace has slowed down to almost a snail's pace. Corner to Flom. Short corner, Kuyat. Right to Claypool at the free throw line, and good. Jordan Claypool and the mid-range jumper is something that we have not talked enough about this year, as he's shooting 40% in two-point shots. It's something that he is very comfortable with. Wormer getting past Flom. Good job by Holacek not to foul. Wormer's shot goes up and over the rim, and Kasson Mantorville brings it down with Jace Bigelow. His left-handed scoop is off, and right back down the other way is Wormer. What an outlet pass, too, by Jucklow. 29-26. Two quick possessions by the teams. Bigelow wanted a foul on his layup attempt. Claypool over to the high post for Flom. He'll turn. Shot, no good. Rebound, he had to back off. Didn't have the positioning. Vandermeer did, and he gets the rebound. Simley has a chance to tie with a three. 29-26. It would be our first tie of the ball game. Beisman over the corner. Robinson to the wing. Wormer cutting into the corner. Almost lost it, and he ends up finding Vandermeer, who lays it in right in front of the hoop. Dead center paint. 29-28. Kasson Mantorville clinging to a 1-point lead. Kuyat, yeah, he was getting trapped near half court, and Coach Poshus will call a timeout. Jake Hallstrom coming in for Claypool. 13 even, second half. Defense intensity is there for the both teams, and we'll take a quick timeout here at KM Activities.
This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by McKern Financial Group. Tax season is upon us, and McKern Financial can assist you with professional and personalized services and guidance. Visit McKernFinancial.com to set up an appointment today. HockeyFinder.com, where social hockey is made easy. HockeyFinder.com offers leagues, a free platform for pickup games, and is inclusive for all levels. Log on to HockeyFinder.com for more details. Home Federal Savings Bank, who are committed to providing great service and competitive products to individuals and businesses. Find all of Home Federal Savings Bank's options at justcallhome.com. And by KM Telecom, Bigelow Homes, and the Kasson Mantorville School District.
Kasson Mantorville KoMets 29, Simley 28. So far in this half, 6 points for the Spartans, 4 points for Kasson Mantorville, 13 minutes even in this Class 3A, Section 1 quarterfinal matchup. This Kasson Mantorville in the last 2 years have not won the first round matchup. Holacek's inbound actually was tipped by Robinson. He had to hop down 5 more feet closer to Simley's coach, Walfred, to inbound. Oh, what a nice give and go. Short corner, Flom. Cutting inside is Jace Bigelow. Beautifully done. Coach Poshus designing something nice coming out of the timeout. Robinson at quarter court, 31-28. Kasson Mantorville back up by 3. Jucklow looking for a screen. Vandermeer kind of Wormer, shuffled off. Jucklo trying to get inside. Drops it down. That was Kufler that ends up with it. He just checked in. That's why I had to look and see if it was him or Binley. But Binley had not come in. Kuyat over to Hallstrom. Hallstrom in the corner. And he had a dangerous pass. Jucklo on the steal. Simley could take a lead. Shorted it. And Kasson did an excellent job leaving Jucklo alone to make sure that there was no contact. Kuyat. Corner to Hallstrom. Not where you want to be. Bigelow, far side, right in front of the student section. Oh, it came in and out again. 2 of them for Kasson from deep of Dunlap. Oh, I'd give it right back to Wormer. They missed him. Beisman goes on the other side to Kufler. Beisman with a 3-pointer. Off the front rim, no good. Bigelow on the rebound, 31-30. Gets to the free throw line, hands it off to Kuyat. Inside, right back out. Bigelow for another 3. Yes, sir! Jace Bigelow, 4 3-pointers in the game, gives Kasson a 4-point lead. 34-30. Far side, Robinson, nobody near him, so a 5-second call cannot be obtained. Back over to Robinson. Hallstrom a little bit closer this time. Beisman, corner, Jucklo. Wanting so badly to cut on the baseline. It'll open things up. Jucklo instead going to take a 3-pointer. Can't answer. Rebound. Flom. I think that got tipped out of Flom's hands by Kufler. Ends up in the hands of Beisman, who scores. That's got to be a relief for the senior guard. And Jucklo picks the pocket of Kuyat down and a layup good. 34s. Just like that. Flom, corner to Bigelow. Kasson got to watch the trap. Kuyat, they come with it. Far side to Holacek. And that got tipped off of Wormer. And Wormer looks right over to the official. But it's off of him. Kasson got to be more ball secure now. Couple of... Oh, okay, Martin Preto was the one that beat Jackson Kennedy, 16-9. Thank you to whoever sent that in. Hallstrom back over to the far side to Bigelow. Man, Simley is all over the passes. And it should leave somebody open when they double. Hallstrom gets inside, back over to Bigelow. Lines up another 3. 3! Madness! Jace Bigelow doing the best Avery Irish impression. 5 threes in a game, 37-34. Kasson Mantorville up by 3. 9 minutes and 38 seconds. Second half. Coming back in is Binley. Bigelow's got 21 of the KoMet 37. Wormer in the corner. You got to close out on him. Seuss did, who had just checked in. Beisman back off to Jucklo. Dribbling all the way to the sideline. And then just picked up his dribble. Claypool should have came out and closed. Wormer. Pass goes off the fingertips and rolls right over by Jessica Schoenfelder. If you can see who's at the corridor, that would be the assistant AD for Kasson Mantorville. And thank an athletic director or an activities director, much like you thank an official. They've had to deal with all the lineup changes and scheduling conflicts and everything else. Flom getting triple teamed. Bounce pass to Claypool. Got to watch behind him. Jucklo shuffles off. Flom over to the far side. Hallstrom, free throw line. Lane opens up. Shot no good. Wormer did a great job staying straight up. Flom gets inside. Layup no good, but he's fouled. Nice job by Flom. And it was a good attack by Hallstrom, too. And I'll give Wormer a lot of credit. He played some stellar defense, not attacking Hallstrom, just letting him come to him. And Vandermeer gets called for a second foul. Flom at the free throw line, 56%. This is where he has struggled this season. And the first one is short. 37-34. One more coming for Flom. Can he add to the Komet lead? No good. Second one, rebound by Seuss. Back out to Bigelow, and Kasson Mantorville reset. Hallstrom skip past to Bigelow, corner. And Seuss came out and gave an illegal screen. I think Seuss was actually trying to leave his spot, but he got caught trying to somewhat move and screen at the same time, and that's going to be an offensive foul. He was trying to leave the post as Bigelow was getting that, and it almost looked like he was backing up and kicking out Simley Spartan, which makes sense. Wormer down on the floor, so is Claypool, a couple guys. And they call a foul on the floor. It's going to be on a Komet. It'll Hallstrom. No, pardon me, that's Flom. Flom with his second. Third foul on Kasson Mantorville, only one for Simley. Beisman, quarter court, looking off his options. Wormer back to him and then over to Binley. Beisman thought about a three-pointer, takes a couple dribbles. Oh, what a nice pass down low. Beisman to Jucklow. Right block scores, 37-36. That was a really nice touch pass. Claypool over to the far side to Bigelow. Bigelow on the double team, threw it out to Hallstrom. He tried to force it down low. Tipped by Vandermeer. Off ahead, layup is no good. Vandermeer lost it, and Bigelow comes out with it. Bigelow driving in, lots of and an offensive foul should be called, and it is on Vandermeer. He elbowed Claypool. Good call by the official. Things are getting a little chaotic, though, and there's been a lot of contact, and the Simley coach, Wilfred, is trying to call a timeout. They're actually are they calling a flagrant foul? I believe they are. And Coach Walfred's trying to ask for an explanation of why Claypool is going, well, we'll sort everything out here in just a moment.
This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by Bigelow Homes, delivering customers' homes with innovative and affordable design built around the way you live and personalized to your specific needs. If you're wanting the home of your dreams, start by visiting bigelowhomes.net. KM Telecom bundle cable, telephone, and internet together to make your home the complete entertainment package. Find out more at kmtel.com. The Kasson Mantorville School District, the winter season is in full swing, and scheduling changes can come quickly, which is why you should be following KM Activities on Twitter. We thank our other great sponsors as well, Home Federal Savings Bank, McKern Financial Group, and HockeyFinder.com.
Now this is where I'd love to be in the huddle with the officials or down low, because I'm trying to get clarification on what was called as well. For Kasson Mantorville, 37-36. There's 7:41 remaining in the second half. This is a Class 3A quarterfinal. Just had a foul called on Vandermeer of Simley, and Claypool was at the line. And Coach Walfred still asking for an explanation of why it's 1-1, which it's not. It'd have to be a flagrant foul with that elbow. And that's why Claypool is at the line shooting. And he shorted the first. He'll have one more. That's perfect. Don't zoom in any farther. He'll cut off the hoop. Second one's good for Claypool. So Kasson Mantorville has possession as well with that flagrant foul. Jordan Claypool with 7 points, right around his average. For the season, he's averaging right around 6.5. 38-36 after that free throw. Claypool over to the far side. Back out, Kuyat. Head fake. Over to Claypool. High post for Flom. Flom and a touch by Wormer. That's the thing. I think the officials are trying to calm things down, and now they're going to have to start calling a little bit of a ticky-tack fouls because you don't want to get out of hand. It started to get physical. It started to kind of run away. And I think the officials want to reel it back in. Oh, Kuyat and a dangerous pass just to Bigelow, who saved. Who's been quiet so far is Holacek. Claypool, three-pointer. Yes, sir! Oh, Jordan Claypool. Well, if it's not Holacek, they got to rely on somebody to help out Bigelow. Jordan Claypool does, 41-36. 7 minutes even. Clock moves, second half. Robinson, top of the key. Wormers hit a couple of three-pointers. Doesn't try it. Robinson, one dribble. Corner, Beisman. Short. Rebound, Claypool. Beisman, his game off the mark tonight only because of those 3 fouls in the first half. Claypool inside to Flom. Back out, Bigelow. KoMets shuffling to Claypool, Kuyat, Holacek. Trap comes, and Holacek does a nice job getting off for Flom with a reverse layup. 43-36. Who knew the junior at 6'6" could make that? Didn't even know he had the footwork to finish. 43-36. KoMets up. Robinson over to Beisman, who had a screen. He was actually open, decided not to take. Off to Robinson. Over to Jucklow. Kasson Mantorville leading by 7. With a touch inside for Keffler. Three-pointer for Wormer. No good. Rebound. Claypool. KoMets up by 7. Trying to settle in. Bigelow in the corner. Back out Claypool. Oh, you know he wanted to heat check that. Pass over the far side. Robinson tips out of bounds. Got to be crisp. Claypool's got to watch that. If they're going to jump out on you, fake it, throw it down low. Claypool has to cross half court. The trap awaits. Bounce pass to Holacek over on the far side. Skip pass to Kuyat. Corner to Bigelow. Not open. Kuyat to Holacek. Skip pass, corner. Bigelow lines up a three. No good. Rebound. Holacek! Can he get it out? He does to Claypool right in front of Coach Pocius. They go to Holacek. Over to Kuyat. He lines it up. Three! Mendes! For Kuyat. And Kasson Mantorville's lead's grown to 10. And what a nice play by Jucklow coming right back down. And a layup for Vandermeer. It was a 12-2 run prior to that layup for Vandermeer. 5:02 will take a timeout. 8-point lead for Kasson Mantorville. 46-38. Second half continues in just a moment.
This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by Bigelow Homes, delivering customers' homes with innovative and affordable design built around the way you live and personalized to your specific needs. If you're wanting the home of your dreams, start by visiting bigelowhomes.net. KM Telecom bundle cable, telephone, and internet together to make your home the complete entertainment package. Find out more at kmtel.com. The Kasson Mantorville School District, the winter season is in full swing, and scheduling changes can come quickly, which is why you should be following KM Activities on Twitter. We thank our other great sponsors as well: Home Federal Savings Bank, McKern Financial Group, and HockeyFinder.com.
A 12-2 run until Simley dropped home a layup for Kasson Mantorville, and they lead 46-38. Just got clarification with Byron as they lead 49-27. Simley trying to put a full court press on. KoMets get it across the timeline. Hallstrom over in the corner. And Coach Posh is going to call a quick timeout with Hallstrom getting double teamed. Byron up 49-27. They're on a 22-4 run in their game. Here, Kasson Mantorville up by 8, but then, yeah, I'm reading that now. We do have another wrestling update. Todd is not happy. I'm not sure what's. Oh, I see. I see why he's not happy. Jackson Kennedy lost his second one. He will not qualify and advance to Saturday. Here's who will for Kasson Mantorville. That's a disappointment. I hate to hear about that with Jackson Kennedy. I know he was dealing with a bum knee. Final wrestling results for tonight. Luke Swanson advances to Saturday. So does Dominic Mann, Henry Paulson, Logan Vaughn, Cole Glazier, Cale Winya, Bennett Berge, Mo Tucker, and Reed Parrish. The KoMets season for a couple guys ends. Giovanni Rufo, he lost, will not qualify, and neither will Jackson Kennedy, not advancing. That's when you're dealing with an injury come late in the season. It was going to be a difficult time for him. He's a tough kid, and I feel bad for Jackson. That's too bad. And Kasson Mantorville, by the way, with the team, of course, their team duels were finished last week when they were upset by Lake City in the section semifinal. But Holacek, and he traveled. Holacek had to put it on the ground, try to get a layup immediately after the timeout. A turnover on Kasson Mantorville, 46-38. And Simley rolling the ball. A little early for that, I think, at the 5-minute mark, but okay. Picked up by Jucklow. He dribbling into the corner. Robinson, deep three-pointer, short. And rebound Bigelow. Robinson could get that at any time he wants. Kuyat crossing half court. And another triple trap. Jucklow and Kuyat called with a foul on a push. Coach Walford is past half court. And what is the foul called? Walford not happy. And the foul's on. I don't know why Coach Walford is mad, because he's pushed. It was Kuyat that got called for the foul. But here's the other thing. Walford is crossing half court. A coach can't be crossing half court. You got to stay on your side. 46-38. As Kasson Mantorville still up by 8, but things are heating up every which way. Robinson outside, a couple left-handed dribbles, comes back out. Boostman, quarter court three-pointer, and he nailed it. We'll see if that jump starts him, because if it does, that's trouble. 5-point lead for Kasson Mantorville. Boostman, that's only his second field goal. As Kasson Mantorville trying to cross half. They're a 10-second call. That was no near. I was thinking that's about 8 seconds they gave them, but 10-second call is called for Kasson Mantorville. I'm not an official. Boozman coming inside. Back out Jucklow. 5-point lead for Kasson Mantorville. Going to have to do it on the defensive side. Lock down Simley. And got to keep Jucklow out of the paint. Boostman with another deep three-pointer, and he hit it. Boostman heating up, and Kasson Mantorville with this full court pressure by Simley. High post touch, a half court for Kasson Mantorville with Bigelow. Claypool drops it down low for Bigelow. Layup good. Nice passing by Kasson Mantorville, 48-44. Inside Jucklow, got it and lost it, out of bounds. Robinson can't save in front of Coach Walford. 48-44. 4-point lead for Kasson Mantorville up on Simley. Remember, Simley would be hosting this thing had they not had the pipe break at their gym. And that's what led to Kasson Mantorville hosting. Kuyat to Holacek, cross half court. He spins over to Bigelow, corner. And Kasson Mantorville would be smart to take plenty of time off. Claypool picked up his dribble. Off to Flom, back to Claypool. Flom. Inside, layup, no good. Rebound gobbled by Vandermeer. And a reverse layup for Beisman. Beisman is really taking over. 48-46. Kuyat to Flom, far side Holacek. Kasson Mantorville needs to settle down, not take anything quick. Claypool off the Flom. Head fake, layup, no good. Rebound, put back good. Pad the stats for Mason Flom. Kasson Mantorville leads by 4, 50-46. Jucklow inside, his layup, no good. And there's a foul called. Was that on, that's on Beisman? It is, okay. That's his 4th. Who'd he even foul? The ball came out so quick, I didn't see him even hit anybody. Well, it's a full court press by Simley. I didn't see that, to be honest. Off to Kuyat, over to Holacek. Bobbled for a second, Flom to the corner. And to Kuyat. Kasson Mantorville. And that's a foul on Jucklow, reaching in. Too aggressive, trying to strip. Kuyat. Holacek will inbound. Oh, it was a medical forfeit. Even worse for Kennedy. He couldn't even battle out on the mat his final time. Claypool splits a double team across half court for Kasson Mantorville. Robinson was grabbing the jersey of Kuyat. Instead, they foul Holacek. That might have been, oh, nope, that's Vandermeer. Thought maybe that was on Robinson, but instead that's the 4th foul on Vandermeer. 4 fouls also on Beisman. Holacek to have to inbound. Flom, corner, Claypool. Holacek in the corner. Kuyat far side for Bigelow. Inside the paint, back out. Holacek, 3-pointer. 3! Mendes! That's a huge shot for Holacek. That's his first. He tried to get a steal, too. But that's the first 3-pointer for Cam Holacek. He also got a foul trying to get that steal. He gambled. 7 points for him, 53-46. It's a 7-point lead for Kasson Mantorville. 90 ticks left in the second half. 16 fouls for Simley, 5 for Kasson Mantorville, so the next one on the Simley Spartans will be the bonus. Robinson inbounding for Simley at the quarter court line. And a foul away from the ball. That's the 6th foul. That's not really what you want to do. You didn't want to foul there, and Holacek, Coach Poches is telling him, lay off the hands as Beisman was trying to get away. Gets the inbound at quarter court. Jucklow, corner, 3. And he hit. Timeout, Simley. Jucklow with a corner 3. That's the first 3-pointer for him. 16 points for the Simley Spartan point guard. And we have a timeout. 1:23. 7 seconds went off the clock after that inbound. And Simley scores a 3. We'll take a timeout. Come right back here on KM Activities.
This sports broadcast on the KM Activities YouTube channel is sponsored in part by McKern Financial Group. Tax season is upon us, and McKern Financial can assist you with professional and personalized services and guidance. Visit McKernFinancial.com to set up an appointment today. HockeyFinder.com, where social hockey is made easy. HockeyFinder.com offers leagues, a free platform for pickup games, and is inclusive for all levels. Log on to HockeyFinder.com for more details. Home Federal Savings Bank, who are committed to providing great service and competitive products to individuals and businesses. Find all of Home Federal Savings Bank's options at justcallhome.com. And by KM Telecom, Bigelow Homes, and the Kasson Mantorville School District.
Kasson Mantorville KoMets leading. Well, now you get the scoreboard on both sides. 53 to. Well, now you get no scoreboard. 53-49. Kyler Kuyat inbounding for Kasson Mantorville, leading by 4 after the Jucklow 3-pointer. Kasson Mantorville has got to watch for a full court trap. Claypool getting through everyone. Off to Flom, and now Holacek. Layup good. Cam Holacek and the Kasson Mantorville KoMets break the full court press. 55-49, just 1 minute left. Second half, Kasson Mantorville trying to advance to the semifinals. Beisman, who's been hot late. Vandermeer take a couple dribbles. Over to Wormer. Three-pointer in the corner. It's short. Rebound, Bigelow. And they say traveled. No foul on Beisman. A little surprised by that. Beisman must have had the ball. I'm guessing Beisman had to reach in and had possession of the ball, just his hand on it, causing Bigelow to move. Inbound to Vandermeer. Beisman, fadeaway three-pointer, rolled out. And Kasson with the rebound for Flom. Jucklow to foul, and Kasson, if they can start hitting some free throws, they're in wonderful shape. We go from one end all the way to the other. Jace Bigelow is 0 for 2 at the free throw line tonight. 23 points for the senior guard/forward. 55-49. Bigelow, no good on the free throw. Rolled off on the far side. Wormer, boy, did he look like he walked. Lines up a three-pointer, takes a quick one, no good. Jucklow will foul once again. Wormer, the only reason I said that is because when he got the ball on the run, and it looked like he took a step and a half prior to putting the ball down, then he got to the wing and set his feet for his three-pointer. 33 seconds left. Boy, I thought Simley could really use a longer possession there, though, and get a good shot. Bigelow at the free throw line, gonna kick himself if he goes 0 for 5. And he does. Yeah, he yelled at himself. Wormer over on the near side. Kasson cannot leave anybody open. Robinson for a three, no good. Bigelow there for the rebound. Over to Claypool. Flom. Holacek, they foul Flom. That's a good idea. Flom's been the guy that's been struggling. That three-pointer was taken by Robinson. He's 0 for 4. Kasson has had all kinds of chances to extend this lead. This is the last 1-1. Flom, who's 1 of 3. There you go. Don't zoom in any farther, Todd. That's good. They can see the hoop. Otherwise, you get too close, the scoreboard swallows it. Flom, yes, on his free throw. What? That's the kind of game we've had. The 56% free throw shooter scores, and Bigelow at 70% has missed. Flom with one more, and he got them both. Clutch free throws, and Holacek comes up to make sure Beisman had to play it quickly. He takes a really deep three-pointer. It's no good. And I don't know if Simley's going to back off. Jucklow comes in, and he fouls Bigelow. 8 seconds left. Jucklow ends up fouling. I don't know if Coach Walford was calling him off. Jucklow also took his mask off. Can't really be doing that. He fouls out. He's had a good night, though. I had him for 16 points, 9 in the second half, and Jace Bigelow's at the free throw line for a pair. He's 0 for 5. And he got that one. Kind of looking at the student section like, finally, a relief. 58-49, one more to go for Jace Bigelow, the 1,000-point scorer. Scores another one. And the Kasson KoMets are going to knock off Simley. 59-49 unless Beisman decides to throw up a three-pointer. He will. It's not going to count, or it didn't go in. And Kasson wins by 10. 59-49. What a win. This is by far the best game they have played all season long. They have earned the cookies tonight as Kasson 59-49. Let's run through the stats real quickly. Kyler Kuyat with 3. Jordan Claypool, have a game, young man, 10 points. Jace Bigelow, 25 big ones. Holacek ends up with 9, 5 in the second half. And Flom also with 9 points. On the bench, Hallstrom gets 3. And 16 for Jucklow. Beisman really came through late, as 10 points for him all in the second half. So Simley also gets 8 from Vandermeer. Kasson advances. They are 8-11 overall. Simley season closes at 8-6. We are going to say goodnight. Again, if this was the final basketball broadcast, can't go out any better than this. We'll see if we'll cover Friday night against Austin, but thank you so much for tuning in here on KM Activities, your home for the KoMets. Good night.